Okay guys, so before I start this video, I'm just gonna say this is a serious topic and it's about suicide. So if you are triggered or this affects you in any way, please just exit the video and I'll understand why you didn't watch this video, because this topic is serious. And a lot of people have dealt with this or known someone, or just it's just a really hard topic in general for everyone. So I just wanted to get this story out because this honestly just breaks my heart. Like, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of all suicide videos, like all suicide stories, they affect you in the ways like they just make you feel like, you could have done something even though you probably didn't know the person, or, it just affects you. But this story, I'm not saying like this story matters more, because all stories matter the same. But this one just, this one I can kind of relate to. It's just really sad. So this one is the story about I wrote down notes on this paper so I know exactly what to say. I just kind of read through, I went on the news and I typed in, I just typed in suicide and it came up because my mom told me, read this story, because it broke my mom's heart. So I'm going to read this. I'm going to read it to you. So this is about a 12-year-old girl named Elizabeth Jacob's son, that lived in Janesville, and she committed suicide. Her mom described her as like a spunky and goofy, and she was like artistic and just like a kind-hearted 12-year-old girl. Her mom and Elizabeth would dye their hair together, and her mom basically just told her, be yourself and be unique, and it's okay to be different and weird. And most parents do, they tell their kids, that it's okay to be weird and it's okay to be different and it's okay to have different color hair like me. I have different color hair, and yeah, people have looked at me strange and people have judged me, but I mean, it really sucks, just because I dye my hair, or just because I'm either thinner or bigger than people, or because I have glasses, people just judge people, okay? I know this from experience, because there's this girl that I actually was friends with, but before we became friends, she pretended to be my friend and she'd make fun of me because I was fatter than her. I'm just gonna use the word fat because this girl's a twig, and I don't look like her, so, and I have glasses, so that makes me ugly and different. That's what she would say to me all the time. So this girl, her mom actually dyed her hair bright pink, purple, green, and blue because it was her daughter's favorite. And that's really sweet. I honestly wish I could have known this girl, because she sounds amazing the way her mom described her. And it really sucks that, she thought that ending it was the only way out. But you're never alone. No matter how you feel alone, how much you feel like, no matter if you feel like, all the time, I feel like I have no friends because my friends are always busy, or they just don't hang out with me, or, then I feel like I have no friends because no one ever asks me to do anything anymore. No one wants to, no one wants to talk to me. Like, I'll Snapchat them or call them or FaceTime them, and they just ignore me. Or I'd be like, hey, want to hang out? And they'd be like, no, and then they'd be hanging out with other people. Like, if you didn't want to hang out with me, like, don't say you can't because you're working or whatever and you're actually not. Like, I know some people have jobs that are my friends, and I know the people that don't have jobs just use that as an excuse. Like, I think I would know if you had a job, So, I mean, I honestly wish, like, this girl, like, I could have ended up being a friend, or, at least talking to her and tell her, you're not alone. We all feel like this at some point, or maybe you don't. You're lucky if you don't, but I know tons of people that either feel like this at one point in their life, or they always feel like it, So, her mom told her every day, and I mean, like, every day, like, her mom would tell her as much as possible, you are beautiful, and I love you, and just nice things that people want to hear when they're feeling low and everything. And she'd come home every day saying that the kids at school were calling her ugly. And the worst thing about this story is that her father died in 2018 or 2016 from a drug overdose. So she only has, like, her mom, like, as her parent. She only has her mom. So, I mean, yeah. Especially, like, she said, like, the bullying started after her dad did that. After, like, I can't even imagine just walking up to somebody and saying these things to anyone that, especially if they just lost someone, Bullying is never okay, and it's not tolerable at all. It should not. I hate watching, like, I'm getting off track, but I watched, what's that movie called? Wonder. And that little boy, like, that whole movie just broke my heart because the things that those kids would say to him because he looked different. He didn't want to look like no one wants to look the way they look, Everyone wants to look like someone else. So don't belittle people because you are, like, because you think that it's fine, and it's not fine. And I hate it when parents say, or teachers say that that they're kidding and it's just a phase, because then these things happen all the time. Like, I mean, I get it. Like, back then, it happened, but now, like, I don't know, now, like, people don't like, treat it the way that they used to or something. I honestly don't understand how that works. But, okay, so, the kids at school would even tell her that her dad died because she didn't want to be around her ugliness anymore, and that no one wants to be around her because she's ugly, and just would belittle her and make her feel insecure. I mean, like, a lot of girls feel insecure especially, but, I mean, we shouldn't feel like that. No one should feel like that. Honestly, no one. I'm not saying girls, but no one should. And it's so hard these days because everyone wants to look like the girls in the magazines. The worst thing about this story is that there was 13 reports in the school year of 2017 to 2018. There was 13 different reports for bullying, and no one did anything about it. Like, okay. I mean, in the school I go to, yeah, this girl all the time will say people are bullying her, people are bullying her. No, people are standing up for each other because this one person, and I don't want to come off like, but this is true. Like, she belittles me all the time when she sees me. And then she tells the teacher that I harassed her and I called her this and she gets special treatments. That's not fair. I mean, I just can't even imagine, like. So her mom just wants everyone to, she just wants everyone to take responsibility for their actions, for what they did, for what they said, and she just wants everyone to remember her daughter as the kind-hearted girl that she was. And I don't think that's that hard to ask, because you should not feel like committing suicide is the answer, and you should not feel ugly, or you should not feel weird because you have different color hair. Like, honestly, I've been dyeing my hair since 7th grade. And people made fun of me for the longest time. But then they started doing it. What does that say? That they wanted to do it too. Okay, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys like this video. And I hope you guys just be kind to one another. That's all I ask.